know by now that visibility is super important. It is what is going to propel your business, your enterprise, and your company forward. You must be visible. And Stephanie Mojica is with me today to talk about the importance of visibility because she is the creator and the founder of the Visible Authority virtual event, which I'm a part of and which we want you to come to. So, Stephanie, great to have you here. Let's talk about visibility. Why are people, I want to start with this question. What do you think is the reason why people are opposed to being visible? Like, where does that stem from? The people who are not quite there yet.
Well, that's an excellent question. And thank you so much for having me, Cheryl, and being part of the event. But yeah, I think a lot of it is fear. I was talking to somebody else about this earlier. The more visible you are, yes, the more success you will have, but it can also be, depending on your emotional makeup, emotionally nerve wracking. Depending on who you are, you can get haters. I obviously am a bit overweight, and I get haters on a regular basis who say that because I'm overweight, I shouldn't be getting on video. I shouldn't be coaching. I'm a book development coach. I help people write and publish their books. I don't know what weight and writing have to do with each other. But, I was talking to somebody, the other day. She's skinny and beautiful, and she gets haters. So I think no matter who you are or what your traits are, the more visible you get, the more haters you're going to get. So some people know this, and they would rather be unsuccessful than deal with the bad stuff that comes with the good.
Yeah, I don't know who I was speaking with recently about this topic. I think it was last night. I was on another event and talking about the you have to have a really strong why, and your why has to be stronger than your adversity around being visible or your apprehension or inhibition, insecurity. Like, we all have insecurities. It's just that some people are willing to forego that and to kind of work through the pain and work through the uncomfortable situation in order to get to the end result. And so I think that takes resolve. What other qualities do you think it takes in people to really dig deep to say, I'm going to be visible, I'm willing to do it now?
Well, I think you just touched on that, Cheryl, like the why. You have to have a really big why. And, it doesn't have to be some deep spiritual purpose, although for a lot of my clients it is. It could be as simple as you want to make more money for a specific purpose. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Other qualities you need, obviously, resilience, commitment. I always say consistency is important. It's not necessarily the method you're using, but how consistently you're doing it. So it takes a lot of these things to be an entrepreneur, coach, expert, whatever you want to call yourself. These traits are necessary. And I think, unfortunately, sometimes people they love the idea of making money, at home, etc. But in some ways, they don't have the makeup or the willingness to do what they need to do.
Yeah, I agree. And I think growing a business is probably the biggest form of personal and self-development you could ever put yourself through. It's like,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah,
difficult.
definitely.
It can be difficult at times, but it can also be really worth it. I'd love to know, what was it for you personally that led you to doing something like, creating this event and being visible yourself? What was the impetus for you?
Well, I've been, some sort of business honestly since high school, and even when I was a newspaper journalist, I had what we call side hustles: writing, coaching, editing, etc. And like the last 7, 8 years, this is pretty much what I've been doing full time. It's only in the last couple of years that I've really been willing to become more visible. And part of that is I changed, part of that is the world has changed. I was one of the first people on Facebook, LinkedIn, and a lot of those other sites. And when I posted stuff years ago, everybody would read it. The algorithm was different. I was getting people from like the second grade who are like, I need you to do this for me. And nowadays, it's so hard with the algorithms and the ever changing, social climate, business climate, whatever you want to call it, that you've got to do multiple things multiple times. Sometimes you got to pay to play. And, I chose to hire a team to do a lot of the work for my summit, like the heavy lifting, the tech, the, project management, etc. Although I have been doing a lot of work, like finding my experts, interviewing my experts, writing emails. But yeah, I just felt like I needed to do more. And I was I'm a guest in a number of summits and met some people I felt like could help me put them on. And so I decided to do it because I wanted to be more visible.
Well, I want to talk about the event because obviously I'm part of it. There are 30 other or 29 other experts, 30 experts in total who are part of the event. And I've been putting up on the screen the URL to get tickets. And I encourage you to get your tickets because some of the topics that we're going through, myself included, I'm talking about launching a show in as few as, an hour a week. So that's really my topic. But there are a host of other topics. I'd love for you to tell us about the event while I show on screen some of the topics that we're going to be covering.
Sure. So the Visible Authority virtual event, subtitle Be Seen, Get Heard, Get Paid. It's a totally October 25th to 27th. So 3 days. We're going to have over 30 speakers. Most you're going to get the videos each day. You can go through them at your leisure that day, and it's just an amazing opportunity. We're also going to have some live panels. So there'll be a live Zoom, Facebook panel every night where you can come in and, interact with the experts and ask questions. So it's like a hybrid of live and pre-recorded. Every presentation is like a mini masterclass. This isn't just a bunch of people spouting off theory and I made $1 trillion doing this, this, and this. Everybody is giving very specific action steps you can take right away. That was very important to me, that people leave with action steps they could take. Also, it's not a pitch fest in any way, shape, or form. I'm not pitching, yes, we do have a VIP upgrade, but there's no pressure to that. But it's not, you've been to these events, Sheryl, online, in person, where all they do, especially a bunch of guys, is get up on stage and it's like, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. Yeah. If you don't pull out $20,000 right now, you're going to die. Your dog is, just all that crap. No, it's not that. People will offer like a free gift for, to stay in touch with you. But no, it's really, really valuable information. I've learned so much personally from interviewing the experts. So there's presentations and there's interview element. And there's some things I'm already applying in my business. Like I am definitely going to check out Restream and some of the other tips Sheryl gave soon. But yeah, it's very, very valuable.
I can say from personal experiences, having been part of a variety of different events, similar to this, and I think probably most of the experts who are part of this one would agree. When we're part of a summit or an event of this nature, we bring our best stuff to that event because it isn't a pitch fest, as you mentioned. We're really, we pull out all the stops and really make a very robust and frankly, maybe a little bit more advanced type of training that can really move the needle for people as opposed to the regular content that we might put out there on a regular basis. So I would really highly encourage you to get your ticket. It's the Visible Authority virtual event, and the ticket URL is on the screen. We'll also post a URL in the comments, depending on whether you're watching, as I'm using Restream today. You could be watching on YouTube, Facebook, my group, Cash In on Camera, my Facebook page, Twitter, LinkedIn. It's all there. So we'll put the link in the comments. And Stephanie, I just want to thank you for putting on this event. I think you did a great job. Interviewed, me, and I loved the kind of the format of what you've put together here. So congratulations on the event, and I would highly encourage people to get tickets. Any parting words and last words to leave with the audience today?
So yeah, I'll just say the URLs out loud in case people are just listening. So gettheirattentionnow.com/summit. Gettheirattentionnow.com/summit. Yeah, don't be afraid. Like, you really have nothing to lose. This is a free event. There's going to be so many tips. I mean, I consider myself fairly advanced in at least what I do, and I'm learning stuff every day from the experts. So I know you will too. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. We'll have games and interaction in the Facebook group, and no high pressure, no sleaze, just, most of our experts are women. I didn't intend it that way, but we got plenty of stuff for women, men, non-binary. We just have something for everybody. Yeah. So I'm really excited and honored that Sheryl and others are a part of it.
Thank you so much, Stephanie, for jumping on my Restream and my platforms today to talk about the event. And I'll see you soon.
Thank you.